And let's try to outline the process altogether. What do you see? Instrumental stand. Prepare the workplace. It doesn't mean that you need to clean working place. It means that you need to make sure that all tooling at the place, that drive is working and so on. Prepare working place. What is next? Place the beam onto the table, movable table of place the beam onto movable table of instrumental stand. To pay attention, it's not immediately placed onto the table. It's placed on two supports. Why? Why two? Why not five? And where exactly it's placed with respect to this table? At the table, wherever, in order, it's approximately in the middle of table, approximately in the place which is convenient to work with. And why two supports we have? One and two. Second, because in the jig, this beam is rested onto two supports, onto two columns. In order to imitate naturally of course it does not completely imitates, to imitate the bending of this beam under its own weight, it's also placed onto the two supports which coincide with supports in a jig. Actually, their position correspond to the jig supports, to the jig columns. What you see next? After beam is placed, beam supposed to be clamped somehow. No, in our case, it's gate-like clamps. Approximately the same you have in real life. And after beam is placed, pay attention, it's not located on the table. Located when you have some coordinate system and you locate it accurately, measuring its position. Here it's just placed onto the table. After it's placed and clamped on the table, we start work. What is first? First, we need to prepare all this system of fittings and gauges. Place adaptive fittings into transversal ruler. Next, place distant fitting into longitudinal ruler. Place not locate yet. Next, hang the fork, this fork type connector to adaptive fitting hole and measure position of first fork with respect to the barrel. First, how? Approximately in the middle this tail should be, and amount of millimeters of this distance between the bottom of fork and the top level, up level of the barrel, it's given in a drawing. Measure it approximately and fix it in this position. After you fix the fork in this position, it means that you fix it. We have here clamps, in real machine, it's approximately similar. After you fix it in this position, you may measure position of another fork with respect to position of zero hole, with respect to position of this fork. How? Using distant gauges, measure distance, first transversal distance to another fork, fix it in that measured position. What is next? Next, actually, you may fill already clearances with cement, and you may stop on this. But after you did it, you remove the pin, move up the ruler, and you do not understand. You move this beam, this table, movable table, with respect to the bed of machine, and you can't say where you have been in the next couple of beams of forks. You can't say where you have been here on heights, but it's extremely important to align all these holes onto one axis for you. Or maybe it's given the deviation of this hole with respect to this hole, for instance, 50 millimeters. You may measure it, yes, if you understand where have you been first time. in this coordinate system. That is why here you also have additional system of holes. It's somehow similar to story about adaptive fittings, which has couple of holes. Да? And you must use here distance gauges to measure position of transversal ruler with respect to vertical ruler and fix it here and on that side, these distance gauges. In order, when you left this place and pass to the next couple of forks, you may find how to move transversal ruler down, how far you may move it in order to repeat this line. What about how to move it to longitudinal, not in longitudinal coordinate? Also, insert pin, place it here, have already placed these distant fittings. Insert pin into distant bracket and first distant fitting. Clamp distant fitting in this position. What is next? Measure. It means count the holes using the distant gauges if necessary. Measure coordinates given in drawing by all this ruler system to the next hole in next distant fitting. And how many distant fittings you have? So many as you have couple of locators. Each place with locator, it will be measured. It will be coordinated with the first hole. And next, in order to find where to stop, you just removing this pin and moving the table into position until hole in another bracket and in another fitting and this bracket does not coincide. The whole process you already have seen in group. Да? May read it if necessary in voice, but maybe not right now. And idea is that you are measuring position once again, locating, placing here some in the way which correspond to position of this beam in jig. If we're talking about top beam, you will see this. You will see this beam in upward position, in upside down position, and onto two supports because we have two columns in jig. Next, after it's placed and clamped, what do you need to do? First, locate first fork according to the drawing. Measure position of first fork and measure all another forks with respect to the zero fork position. Feel clearance between tail of fork and the barrel in a beam with a knot. Wait 15 minutes, remove the pin that have joined fitting and the fork. Next, move to the next position, repeat all the operation, and so on. During their moving from station to station, let it be, in a beam, you also moving this transversal ruler. And it means that position of transversal ruler of transversal thing must be somehow measured and fixed onto the vertical ruler. No, actually, that's it.